Hi, thanks for coming to today's interview.
Thank you for having me.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Pavel Riegger and I'm the CEO of Trask.
What does America mean to you, Pavel?
Well, America is really close to my heart. I consider that as a second home. I spent quite a bit of time there. I started as an exchange student in 1992, so that was really right after the Velvet Revolution, what we had in the Czech Republic. And I started in Michigan, in cold Michigan, and that led me to New York, and I spent time with Arthur Andersen and also Goldman Sachs. So it's very close to my heart, and I think it's a land of opportunities.
What opportunities do you see in American and Canadian markets that make them appealing to your company?
Well, first of all, both the markets, Canadian and American, are huge markets. We also work with a lot of vendors that have American-based headquarters, like IBM, like Microsoft, like Google's, like AWS, and others. And we like to expand on the cooperation that we have in Europe. We like to expand to US. The other thing is that we landed quite a bit of an interesting opportunity with one of the leading investment bank in New York this year, starting of the year, and we would like to expand on that because we see that we can bring value to American companies, American banks, particularly, and use the strategic locations that we have in Europe in terms of the time difference, which works to our clients' benefits.
According to you, why will Trask succeed in this highly competitive markets?
Well, I see two major things. One, we have highly skilled people that are able to leverage the knowledge that they have and that they gain on European markets, and they can leverage that to US. So that's one. And I think also they are competitive to professionals from other companies, even some multinationals. Second, we are slightly cheaper than professionals from multinational companies because we don't have such an overhead as they do. And thirdly, the combination of the competencies that we have. We can combine knowledge with different professionals, so meaning architects, developers, testers. We also have integration engineers, etc. So the combination is quite unique. So that's why I think we can succeed.
Can you discuss some of the unique challenges that you anticipate while entering the North American market?
I would take the challenges and transfer them into opportunities because I think it's a better approach for us. What I mentioned already, we try to transfer the knowledge that we gain on European markets and transfer them or use them, leverage them in US. And this is exactly what we want to do. One example is, for example, payments. In Europe, we have been for a while using instant payments. A lot of the payments that you see in the stores is cashless and even contactless, and this is a big difference to US and Canadian markets. So here I think Europe is well advanced compared to US. And this is exactly what we would like to leverage in terms of open APIs, in terms of regulations, and also in terms of the technology itself.
What impact, in your opinion, will this expansion have on your home market and your current clients?
Well, first of all, I would like to make sure that our current clients should not be worried that we will now refocus. The key market for us is obviously European market, and we're expanding to US and to Canada. I also think that we can leverage some of the knowledge that we gain in US and Canada and bring it to Europe, because there are certain areas where US and Canada is well advanced. For example, cloud, or the number of data, so the volumes that go through, particularly again banking systems, is much higher than what we see in Europe. I'll give you an example. We are rewriting one of the risk data warehouse, where you have in US 1.6 billion inputs daily, while in one of the largest banks in Europe we see 5 billion, but for about 20 years of history. So it's very different. So we can definitely leverage that. We also increasing the knowledge of our professionals, and also ability to speak English, ability to see different markets. And when we mingle these people around, we increase the professional level of our staff, which we can then leverage also to our existing clients.
What is the delivery model for you in the US?
Well, so we are having delivery centers now in Europe, and we are planning to leverage these, which are cheaper locations. But what is important for us to maintain the high quality? In US, we are building professionals that are predominantly market-facing or client-facing, which is usually the client acquisition team. We are building architects, business analysts, and people who are in daily discussion with clients. We're also looking at different locations more favorable to the time zone of US. So we're looking also at Latin America. So this should give us enough bandwidth to cover European and North American markets.
What were some of the biggest obstacles that Trask faced while your move across the Atlantic?
Well, it's an investment, like you said, so it requires quite a bit of funds. So money is one challenge. Second thing is Trask is unknown to the U.S. or Canadian market, so the brand awareness will take some time to be established. And thirdly, what we see is the legal process is quite extensive. But since we have already done it, I think we're ready to expand. The legal process includes, obviously MSAs, but also different insurance on the market. There are some legal requirements and regulatory requirements that we as a Trask need to fulfill. We have done all these, so we're ready to enter. And I also think that we have such a unique knowledge that we can bring to U.S. market. So this will hopefully accelerate the entry point.
Once Trask is established in America and Canada, what's the next steps for the company?
Well, this will take some time to be established. So we want to do things right. We don't want to do a lot of things with less focus. So even our strategy is saying we will focus on 5 industry verticals, which we're focusing right now, and we're happy to add more industry verticals once we master the one we are in. So we're in banking, insurance, automotive, telco, energy. So this is the 5 sectors. And as I said, once we master those, we're happy to add additional ones. We're thinking about e-commerce, health, etc. But first, we need to focus. Same thing is with the market. So we have what we call DACH region, which is Germany, Austria, Switzerland. We have the Central European, Czech Republic, Slovakia. We do Hungary. We also do UK, and now we're adding US and Canada. So that's pretty heavy in terms of the variety of different markets. We're considering adding Netherlands to it, but at that point, we will again slow down and we need to master these markets first.
So, have you already decided on the four-letter code for Nasdaq's registration?
Well, it's rather premature, I would say. First, we need to fulfill all the prerequisites in order to file for Nasdaq. As you know, in our strategy and our vision, Nasdaq is one of the milestones that we want to achieve. We have a plan, 5-year plan, which we are put together and leading towards the milestone being listed on Nasdaq. But we have to have strong presence in US, strong presence in Canada, have the right delivery centers, maintain the quality, because that's the most important thing for us. We don't want to focus just on the numbers. What is crucial is our people. Our people need to feel comfortable in the projects that we deliver. We need to invest in the quality and maintaining the right talent, bringing the right talent also to Trask. Secondly, make sure the clients are happy and they're getting the value that we committed to. And then thirdly is obviously the way and the milestone of Nasdaq. So once we're there, we'll let you know what is the 4-letter.
Thank you for coming to today's interview.
Well, thank you for having me.